This is Time Warner Cable's local edition. We are joined by the Mayor Pro Tem of Arcadia. His name is Gary Kovacic, and I want to speak with you about a new center that's opening. It's a museum education center, but let's back up before we talk about the greatness of the center and talk about how it got made, because it really is kind of what some would say the future of governmental contracting.
Right. Well, first of all, there was a need, and we have a museum. And it just didn't have enough room to entertain school kids.
Literally.
And literally. So there was a community movement, a volunteer organization, a foundation to raise funds for this education center. The city chipped in some money, and then it became time to build it. And we decided for the first time in Arcadia to do what's called a design build.
Explain what that means.
Well, that means when you put it out for bid, you have kind of a conceptual plan, but you don't have the specific architectural plans. The successful bidder designs it and then builds it, and in the process, you save money.
Explain how.
Well, you save money because one, the person who's going to build it is designing something they can build. Oftentimes, when you have architectural drawings, the architect has a vision that can't be implemented in reality, and so when people are building, they're actually bidding. They're actually bidding on something they can build. Plus, they can cut corners and things like that. Do some economy moves that help out.
At the same time, though, it's got to be more expensive for these folks to engage in the bidding process because they're doing both sides.
Right, they're taking more of a risk.
Right.
But we still have a fairly competitive bidding market now, and I know that Caltrans has been trying this concept as well in some of their projects.
So tell us more about the center. I assume, well, who won? I mean, can you tell us who won the bid?
I can't tell you the name of the contractor because I don't remember.
It doesn't matter, but tell us more about this center.
It is a neat partnership between the community and the city. As I said, a foundation went out, raised over $500,000. It's going to be 2 classrooms. It's going to be a lecture area. It's going to be a gallery area, and it's going to be a fantastic setting where, situated right between our history museum and our community center. It's now an added space where we can do all kinds of activities in the community.
I noticed that the center is going to have what's known as drought-tolerant landscaping. And I want to bring that up specifically because there's no doubt, and we've been speaking about this for quite some time, that California is facing a drought. And so I want to get a sense from you as a leader in the San Gabriel Valley, how are folks dealing with the reality that we are in drought?
Right. Well, specifically, we've encouraged our residents to conserve by 20%. We haven't made it mandatory, but we keep reminding folks that it's something they should be doing. Also, it's the message you send. For instance, we just completed our beautification awards for the year. And the first time we announced those, somebody said, "Well, what about drought tolerance? Are you promoting floral arrangements and things like that require a lot of water?" And we said, "Hey, that's a good point." And so we made it an extra special point this year to award people for being drought tolerant. And so there's so many succulents and other plants that you can use, and it's something we should promote. You got to keep it in the forefront constantly.
And what's the response been?
Pretty good. I mean, we're living in a desert anyway,
right,
and we should get back to that. And we have an arboretum in our town that does a lot of experimentation about drought-tolerant plants, and so we have basically a proving ground right there that people can refer to.
I like it. His name is Gary Kovacic. He is the Mayor Pro Tem of the beautiful city of Arcadia, California. My name is Pomerance, and you are watching Time Warner Cable's Local Edition.